A final goodbye to the actor turned politician who founded the Desiya Murpokku Dravida Kazhagam in Tamil Nadu. Actor turned politician Vijayakanth, popularly called Captain Vijayakanth, died in Chennai this morning after a prolonged illness. He was 71. The former leader of opposition in the state would be laid to rest in Chennai with full state honours tomorrow. A fascinating journey in Tamil cinema and then later a drabble in politics. He was not a strong political presence towards his last few years of his life, but he was a strong third force in the state between 2006 and 2011, an era when politics of the state was dominated by the late chief ministers J. Jayalalitha of AIDMK and M. Karunanidhi of the DMK, arguably far more successful than actors like Kamal Hassan, who entered politics much later. In 2011, when the DMK was routed, Vijayakanth's DMDK had more MLAs and he emerged as the leader of opposition in that state. Joining me this evening, Dr. R.K. Radhakrishnan, senior journalist and academic from Chennai, senior associate editor of the Frontline magazine. R.K., as an observer of Tamil politics, Vijayakanth may not have really made the presence of somebody who could, who would have this lasting political legacy in many different ways compared to the tall personalities we've had. But he did have his relevance and presence for a brief period of time in the state.
Yeah, that's the popular perception. But I would beg to disagree because if what he did in 2016 is any indication, it is very clear that he had completely changed the nature and course of Tamil Nadu politics in toto. Why I say that is because Vijayakanth, by forming a third front and projecting himself as a chief minister candidate, took away just over 2% of the votes. His party managed very few when you look at percentages. But you look at the larger picture, this is exactly the same margin that the DMK lost the election by. So in some ways, he actually completely turned around the future of Tamil Nadu. Jayalalitha becomes chief minister, dies in December of 2016, and the rest of the story, we all know how it came about. Yes, 2011, as you mentioned, is very important because in a space of more than 50 years, no other political party could occupy the space of the opposition. It has always been the DMK or the ADMK, and that is the space that Vijayakanth conquered in 2011.
Right. Interesting that you make that point. Yes, the vote share that he got has turned things around. Remember, in 2011 as well, he was an AIDMK ally when Jayalalitha routed the DMK.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is the first mistake that he made, aligning with Jayalalitha. And there was a slight dip in the percentage that he got for 2009 elections. But then the thing is that he got 29 seats. And then he goes against the Jayalalitha government, literally, hitting your head against the wall. And then it so happened that 7 of his own MLAs crossed over and joined Jayalalitha without, they were still part of his party and they were, seated in one corner of the assembly. So you see that this particular alliance is what started this huge downfall. And then the DMDK's problem subsequently, even in 2019, if you look at it, is that it has consistently kept on everybody guessing. There has been no ideological formation that the DMDK was not willing to discuss seats with, whether it is 2016 or 2019 Lok Sabha and 2021 also. So you see, till the last moment, they keep on everyone guessing. And you probably remember Mr. Kalinja's Karunanidhi's comment, the DMK president's comment in 2016, when they were having secret negotiations with the DMDK, hoping to bring the DMDK on board. Padam naluvi paalla vizhapogurathu. That is, the plantain is about to fall into the milk, indicating that the DMDK will join the DMK in its alliance. So every time he has kept it guessing, and there has been no ideology behind the guessing because they've been talking to all ideological formations. That also was one of the drawbacks. But yes, this is a man who literally rewrote Tamil politics in the later era.
Right. Interesting that you say that. Of course, the captain tag comes from his cinema background, and his rags to riches story is another fascinating story as far as Tamil cinema is concerned.
Absolutely. This is a takeoff from Captain Prabhakar, and he was consistent that the Sri Lankan Tamils should get justice, they should get a political solution in Sri Lanka and rule their own land. And he was consistent that Kaveri waters, the biggest problem between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu from time immemorial, should be sorted out. He in fact led a delegation to Karnataka and met people there in Bangalore. Imagine doing that. This was the height of the Kaveri issue. and he cleaned up the Nadigar Sangam, the actors, collective here, with a lot of gusto, to the extent that nobody before him or nobody after him has been able to do. He was a very honest man, and he has proved that time and again when it comes to the Nadigar Sangam politics. He was very steadfast on his language politics, though he himself is a Telugu. He stood for Tamil rights and Tamil language and the politics of Tamil Nadu and Tamils. And of course, he was very, very steadfast on the Elam cause.
Right. Right, another fascinating character there of Tamil politics who defines, as RK points out, a different era of politics. Perhaps we will see a different one in times to come, but you can't take away the relevance that he had during the last 2 decades in Tamil politics. Thanks very much there, RK Radhakrishnan. We'll leave you with this final tribute to Captain Vijayakanth.
Year-old actor-politician Vijayakanth passed away early on Thursday following pneumonia. He had tested COVID positive 2 days ago. Prime Minister Narendra Modi tweeted that he is extremely saddened by the passing of Vijayakanth, who he called a legend of the Tamil film world and a political leader who left a lasting impact on Tamil Nadu's political landscape. Mr. Modi called him a close friend and fondly recalled his interactions with him over the years. Fondly called Captain after his 100th film, Vijayakanth has in several of his 154 films played the role of an upright man in uniform who fought for justice and the good of the people, enthralling audiences with reality-defying stunts. He launched his Desiya Murpokku Dravida Katchi in 2005, and in 2006 he won as MLA and his party got nearly 10% vote share. DMDK's best electoral performance was in 2011 when the party won 29 of the 41 seats it contested in alliance with the AIADMK, beating the DMK to second place, and Vijayakanth became leader of the opposition over the next 5 years. Both in 2014 and in 2019, he allied with the BJP but could not get electoral success. He could not be politically active the last few years because of ill health. His wife Premlata became the General Secretary of the DMDK just 2 weeks ago. Vijayakanth has been fondly called Karuppu MGR by some of his fans and admirers who felt that he had the potential to emerge as another MGR, capable of breaking the bipolar character of Tamil Nadu politics, where it was either the AIADMK or the DMK. In the last few years, there have been quite a few memes with Vijayakanth. Those who have known him for several years say he was a simple man with a golden heart. With Suresh in Chennai, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.